Hi to all my friends out there. I'm continuing my market project. I have to start working with colors now and start processing the graphics that I've drawn. Still have a lot of work to do on this stuff, but anyway, we're gonna get to work on it right now. Now these are the colors I'm going to be using because it's related to bread and bakery and that kinds of stuff. I'm just gonna click on here. First way I can add color is just by using the eyedropper tool. Now I want a bit of a light brown here. Now if I make it too dark, there's lots of ways of making changes to it. The first way I can do it is just go up into here and click our color wheel here, and then I can just play around with it. So I find something light. So I can go lighter like this, or I can go darker and then lighter like this. It's really up to me how I want to go about this, and I just want to keep it like semi-dark. And that looks okay. Okay, that's perfect. Just gonna cancel this. Now if I want to transfer the same color onto another object, I can just click on it, grab my eyedropper tool, and click here. Now I want the top part to be lighter. There's two ways of doing that. I can just choose a light color like this, and then I can just go down to the opacity and go like this, and it'll make it a little bit darker. Very easy to play around with things. Okay, that looks good so far, but I don't want to have that black outline there. I'm just going to take away that, and this one also I will just leave it as it is. That's fine, because you can see there's only the fill selected here. And there you go, it looks good. And let's have a look, and it looks good as well. Now this is a different bread. I need to keep the colors the same almost. Again, I can just click here. Now I want these to be really dark or really light. I'm going to choose really light. So I'm going to hold down my shift and click on them. And our bread is looking really yummy here. Now if I have problems, click on something, Control plus on my keyboard, and I can zoom in on it. You know, everything's always movable. I'm going to grab my eyedropper tool and I'm going to make them light. And if I want them to be a little darker, I can just play around with the opacity. Lots of ways to choose colors there. Now let's say I don't like that there. The next way is to go up here into my little paint tray here, and I can try to guess it like that. Don't like that, too dark. You can just play around with it. Like, one thing I like too is that the windows, you can always make them bigger, and then you can see the colors a little clearer. So you can see that's too dark. I think I'll just stick with clicking on one of these and make it a little lighter, and that looks good. And I'm going to raise the opacity to about 70%. And there's our bread. Now we have another prop ready for the store. Lots of work I'm doing here. Now if I didn't want to use this color palette that I was using, and I'm going to start working on this one soon, I'm just going to go around here and click. Everybody likes chocolate, so I just go down to the lower oranges and just click around here. Here's some orange, and we're going to look a little darker. That's milk chocolate. I want it dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is a lot healthier for you. And that looks good so far. Now if I want to put a cherry on that, very easy to do that too. I can just grab a circle, and that doesn't look much like a cherry. I'm just going to grab my eyedropper tool and quickly click on here. That's not red enough. And we're going to go dark red like that. There you go. That looks perfect. Now if I want to add a little bit of light reflection on that, I'm going to get rid of our outline here. I'm going to make another small circle. I'm going to make it white. And then I'm going to zoom in here. I need to pay attention to detail. And I'm just going to scale it down just a little bit here. Now if I just wanted at the tip here, like that, that would look great. Select both, Shift and M, hold down Alt, and I can minus it. Love this tool, awesome tool, I like it. Now that looks a little bit too sharp, So I'm going to lessen it with the opacity like this. Okay, and you can see that still doesn't look that good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up into Effect, and I'm going to add a blur to it, and Gaussian blur, and I'm just going to bring it down just a slight bit to 11, and I can preview it, and you guys can see the difference, right? It looks a lot different from what it is. Now I don't like that going over like that, so I'll just move it like that, and there you go. Now I want that to be a little bit less, so I'll bring it down to about maybe 22%, and there you can see we have a little like glow there. It looks good like that on a cherry. Now I can get rid of the stroke here, bring that to 0, put in our tray like this. I don't need this anymore. Control G to group them, and there we have a cherry on top. There is lots of stuff you can do with this software. Easy to work with colors, as you just saw. There's many different options. It's up to you which one's best for you. Now I like this one here, but I've locked it. Object, unlock all, and I'm just going to quickly change the color of that. Actually, I don't think I'll need to do that. I can just go like this. And I'm going to redraw this. I don't like that the way it is. Don't like it. You know, you can always make changes to it, redraw it again. I can start by grabbing my pen tool and just quickly go across here. Now if I want it to go out a little bit, look a little bit more like a realistic cake, I just go like that, click here, go down a little bit so I can round it. And there we go, there we have the bottom half of our cake. Now you'll say that's only half. Okay, I can do the other side. Press O, hold down Alt and click, and we have the second half of our cake. Control J to join them all together like that. And I have my perfect size for the bottom half of my cake. So that's dark chocolate. I'll just make this regular chocolate. So again, I'm going to choose a brown, click on it. My fill will be a brown color, probably like this. Too dark, need a little bit lighter. And if I don't like that, I can always go up here again, choose the color wheel, and I can just play with it. Now I can make it a lot lighter, again like this, and maybe a little bit like this, make it look a little bit more like bread. There we go. Maybe add a little bit of yellow. That doesn't look too good. Looks like it's got mold on it or something like that, so just stick it like that and make it a little bit more orange, or maybe just, there we go, starting to look good now. There you go, that looks good. And I'm going to put it here. Now that doesn't look too good. I'm going to make it a little bigger like this. You can always just scale things in here, makes things real easy. I'm going to go to Arrange and Send to Back, and it looks good. Just look at that, it looks yummy. Okay, you can always just play around with things and get them to the way you like them. There you go. And we have our cherry here. And I can just make more cherries if I want. If I don't think this is enough, just take my cherry here, Control C, Control V. Don't have to redraw anything, makes a perfect copy. And I can just add like this, Control V again. I have 3 cherries. And if I want to change the color of some of this, I'm just going to Control C, Control V. I always make copies of everything that I'm working with. And I'm going to group these. Say I don't like the color of this and I want to change it to a cream color. I can change it to this nice color. This is really, really cool. Looks like a nice strawberry color. And I don't like this line here. So I'll just go like this. And then it disappears. Lots of stuff. If I want to make sure everything's center, use my rulers. Drag out a ruler here. And then I just center it. Doing a lot of stuff for Cartoon Animator. I will be uploading a lot of stuff, been working on it, making on a package. Hopefully I'll have my digital store reopened within the next week. I'm going to be learning how to upload stuff soon. I need to watch one tutorial and then try to replicate it. It's always fun repeating other people's things, but you know what? It's part of the process of learning. Hopefully you've learned something from this video. I hope your families are well. I hope you're staying nice and cool. This summer is starting to get really hot. I think it's going to get a lot hotter. I will be traveling soon, probably in about another month. So take care of your families. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. If I can get over 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to do live stream when I'm traveling. So please support our community and subscribe. Thanks for watching.